Hello, Facebook. Hello. What's going on?
Why you never tell me when you're gonna go live?
I told you I was gonna go live.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me like exactly right now.
Invite some people up on this live. Oh man. Mike, what's going on? What's going on?
How do you approach and contact prospects?
Yes, yes,
Topic
yes.
of the day.
The topic.
All right, let me invite some people too.
Invite some people on here. What's going on? What's going on? Hello, hello, Facebook. Hello, what's going on tonight? Show me some love as you're coming in. Got a great topic tonight. We want to talk about the entrepreneur friends. What's going on? What's going on?
Hi, Facebook. I'm inviting some friends too.
Got some friends up in here. We got something to talk about. We got something to talk about tonight. Something that brings in the money. Something that brings in the money. Very important topic tonight. Very important. What's going on? How you doing? Show me some love as you come in. Awesome, Mike. We appreciate you, Mike. Like always. Mike's always sharing our content. We really appreciate you, Mike. All right, Yhennifer, come on. We got some talking to do.
Let's talk.
Come on. You got to straighten yourself up and face this camera over here. Straighten up your posture and face. Wake up, wake up. You sleepy tonight.
No, I was inviting some people. Stop.
Let's go. So, I want to know, how do you approach and contact potential prospects for your business, whatever your business is? How do you do that? How do you do it?
You asking me?
What's your approach?
Oh, I thought you were asking the people.
I'm asking the people too. I'm asking everybody, including you.
How do I approach them?
Well, how do you used to approach them?
How I used to approach them? I used to spam people.
Yeah? What's your definition of spamming?
I used to send the same message to like 200 people a day. I used to like copy paste the message and send it to everybody.
Yeah, I still see that happening around. I still see that happening around.
Yeah, in my inbox, people be doing that.
Yeah, my inbox too. You know, and it's, you know, ignorance is bliss, right? But I'd rather have ignorance on fire than knowledge on ice, right? There's some people that get stuck just learning, and they never implement any strategies.
Never apply.
Nick, what is going on? Nick, this goes for your business as well. How do you approach and contact potential clients, potential prospects for business? Do you use a script? Do you, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it?
I now build relationships.
Build rapport. Well, how do you do that? How do you approach them? How do you approach them?
Just be me.
Okay.
Be me.
Okay.
Everybody has their own personality, so just be you.
Absolutely. That's a good tip.
That's one tip.
We all say it
What about
depends.
you?
Well, it all depends on the business that I'm promoting.
Depends the business, depends the people.
Yeah, it depends the business I'm promoting and stuff. You know, and how you're going to go about it. Hey, Alex, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, guys, so we're talking tonight. We're going to talk tonight. We're going to talk. We're just waiting for some of our friends to jump on here. So, you know, how do you approach and contact prospects for your business, right? Whether it's a home-based business, whether it's an offline business, online business, pretty much the same principles. you know, when you're approaching and you're contacting people, right? I thought you said be mean to be, not be mean.
She thought I said be mean instead of being mean. No, don't be mean to people.
No, don't be mean. You don't want to be mean.
Block your ass.
Unless you're really mean in life, then I guess you can't fake that. But
Hey, George from Mexico.
who's that, Jorge?
Yeah.
Jorge, what is going on? What is going on?
Be me. Just be you. Be you, not mean.
Yeah, I would say that too, but you know what?
I have a strategy, but I can't tell you guys.
What's going on, Dean? What's going on, Dean?
My strategy.
Well, yes. Well, it's a skill set. It's a skill set that's learned over time. Obviously, the more you do it, the more you you get comfortable doing it, and it just becomes nature. Like it just becomes, it just becomes part of who you are, of your DNA, you know. But I mean, I would say, you know, good evening. I would say, you know, I've done a lot of stuff in my career here, and a lot of sales, right? I've done a lot of sales. And depending on what we're doing, what we're promoting, you got to go about it different ways. And times do change and things evolve, you know, you have to sometimes go about it different ways, right? So, you know, I just want to ask the people out here on Facebook, all my Facebook friends, you know, how do they do it, right? How do they approach and contact prospects? How do they do it? Diane, what's going on? Happy Thursday. It is Thirsty Thursday.
Drop a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We got some people on here from
Absolutely.
all over the world.
Absolutely. Guys, if you're hopping on and you're promoting a home-based business or you have your own website or whatever it is, drop a link below. Drop a link below. I'm interested in seeing what everybody's up to, what everybody's promoting nowadays, and how do you go about approaching and contacting prospects on a daily basis? You know, how do you do it? How do you go about it? You know, I want to know. You know, I want to know what everybody's out there, what everybody's doing, and what's everybody's approach. Just curious as we Cancun in the house. What's going on?
Mexico,
Montana.
Connecticut in the house.
Absolutely. So we want to know how everybody does this, how everybody approaches.
So how do you approach people when you are trying to sell them a service online?
A service online?
Yep, if it's online.
Well, first of all, I'm going to go for, I'm going to make sure that they need my service. That's the first thing.
I think that's one of the most important things.
That's the first thing. You got to find out if there's even a need.
If they don't need it, then what the hell, they ain't going to buy nothing.
Right. Then guess what they do? They avoid you. They reject you. Right? They avoid you at all costs.
LA in the house.
They avoid you at all costs, man, because now they know that you're trying to pitch somebody.
Just
I have
for
a
the
pitch.
money.
Nick says, I have a pitch I use for residential customers and pitch I use for commercial customers. But every person you come in contact with has what?
Has a different personality, so I kind of wing it with each situation and adapt with the person.
Exactly, bro.
I like that
That's
answer,
exactly.
Nick.
So, you know, you want to say you have a pitch, what you have to focus on, Nick, is building rapport. Build rapport,
That's your
build
strategy,
rapport.
not a pitch. People don't like to be pitched.
Absolutely not. It's absolutely not.
It's
but
just
it's
a
hard.
strategy.
Guess what, though? It's hard to say no to a friend. Oh!
True.
Ding, 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 ding.
People do business with you that they like, know, and trust.
Right. So ding, 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 right? It's hard to say no to a friend. Right? Right. What's going on, Randy? What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight? So we got this hot topic right now. And this is pretty much, this is the core of any type of business is the finder, right? The finder, like, right? You know, who goes out and finds the potential customer, the potential client, right? I mean, that's the most important thing, because if you don't have anyone to provide a service to or sell your product to, then you pretty much don't have a business, right? So I would say that's like the number one thing. I build relationships. I like that, Diane. You know, I would say that, you know, that is one of the most, you know, important things in a business, right? Because everything else, yeah, you're going to provide a service, but who are you going to provide it to if you don't have anyone to provide it to for, right? So I would say, yeah, building rapport, you know, is key. It's key. Make sure you know how to build rapport, and that you find that there is a need for your product or service, or that what your product is might be desirable to the person you're actually trying to sell it to, you know? Because otherwise, you kind of tarnish that relationship or tarnish that rapport. Person really doesn't want to speak to you if you're trying to push something on them, right, that they really don't have much interest for. And even if you succeed with it, if you succeed in selling this product or service that the person really doesn't need or wants, what happens is afterwards they feel like they get buyer's remorse. They get buyer's remorse, you know, and then, you know, they have, you know, they just don't like you anymore. They don't trust you. Yeah, pretty much. So you got to make sure that, you know, you're establishing rapport, and that you find the need, you know, for your service or product, or, you know, or some sort of interest in it, right? You know, and there's so many different strategies, guys, and ways, you know, that you could come in and do that. I'm not going to get into all here because, you know, I literally would need a long time to break down every single one, you know, some training, you know. But there's, you know, I would say, guys, that is the most important thing in any type of business, is connecting with potential clients, customers, prospects, you know, whatever, however you want to refer them to. That's the most important thing, right? So, Will, what's going on? So yeah, so I would like to know, you know. So, hold on, Nick says that. Babe, can you read comments over there?
Yeah.
Read comments.
This is the last thing I got.
All right. Okay, Can you read?
It's nothing else.
Nothing else.
My
All right.
phone
So,
is low.
all right. So forget about the phone. Let's concentrate on this
Diane
live.
said I build relationships.
Yeah, I seen that. We seen that was like 5 minutes ago.
Okay. You see, my phone is slow.
So let's focus on here. Then let's focus on this live. What advice do you have?
What's up, Jay?
What's up, Will? What's going on, baby? So what advice do you have for our entrepreneur friends or anybody who's into any type of business, you know, when they're contacting and approaching prospects? Jennifer?
No pitching. No pitching.
Sorry, guys. My partner in crime, it is past her bedtime. She gets a little sleepy at night. She gets a little low on energy. So, yeah, guys. So, listen, this is what I want to say, right? If you have a product or a service that you are promoting, that you are trying to sell, right? Because at the end of the day, you know, you're trying to sell something, right? You know, you have to make sure that, number one, you know, establish some sort of rapport. And rapport is having a clear line, established line of communication between both parties, right? So I did follow up some people.
Follow up with people from July.
Yeah, you could do that, man. Fortune's in the follow-up, Dean. Fortune's in the follow-up. But like I said, once again, it's hard. I just advise my reps to stay away from broke people. Yes, obviously, Will. But you know what? It's not even that, man. It's hard. I think he's with 5 links, if I'm not mistaken. Listen, it's hard to say no to a friend. Am I right or wrong, Will? How many times have you supported friends and you know you really don't want to support them like that, but you're supporting them just because you're in it just to support your friend, right? You know, so it's hard to say no to a friend. Remember that. So if you're establishing the right line of rapport and you're building that relationship up and you're networking properly, right? You know, it's you're going to feel sometimes, you know, like I said, you know, people trust you and they're going to trust you and that you're going to provide a great service or the product is good, you know, and they buy from you, right? And remember, not everybody's going to buy from you. Not everybody's going to line up with what you're doing. That's okay. You remember, networking is long-term. Networking is long-term relationship. You know, it's not a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, right? It's a long-term relationship. It's a marriage. It takes 5 to 6 contacts to get their enrollment. It takes, yeah, it does. You know what? But we can show people how to recruit in 6 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And we've done it.
It all depends, though.
You know, so
you have to learn these
it depends. It depends, you know. It depends. You know, I would say Yhennifer is the queen of follow-ups. I'm not going to lie. She is the queen of follow-ups, you know. She loves following up. Me, you know, I just come in when the time is ready, you know.
When the time is right.
When the time is right, I just hit it when the time is right. Boom. But yeah, guys. But seriously, but networking is a long-term relationship. Okay, you know. So if you network right, you know, I have people. I know Wilsons who were teenagers. You know, so I mean, if you network right and you establish that good rapport, and you treat people like you want to be treated, right? And you keep some honesty inside of you, right? You know that you're gonna build that long-term relationship. It's like any other. It's like having a personal relationship with somebody. It's the same thing, guys. You know, I just think that sometimes we watch all these people on the internet and stuff, and like hard closing. You know, sometimes you don't really have to hard close at all. Be consistent, obviously. Yep, Diane, that's true. We have to be consistent in what we do, in our actions.
I used to I don't change family and friends, she said, Diane. Good.
Listen.
If you worry about that, you're never going to build a successful business.
Never.
Don't worry about your friends and family.
I'm telling you right now, if you open a business and you're counting on your personal friends and family to support it, you're going to be in for a long run. You know? So I guess it varies person to person, of course. Few combos, few days, weeks, sometimes months. Absolutely. Lenise.
Yeah, it depends what's going on in their life.
Absolutely.
And if they need what you have to offer, because they might not need it that day that you talk to them, but 3 months later they might need what it is that you have to offer.
Yep. That's why, guys, you always got to provide value in the front. Value in the front, and biz opportunities in the back. Obviously, I'm talking home-based business industry right now, but and we're offline. It's the same thing. I mean. Can you sell a house to someone that's not really in the market for a house, or in a place in their life that can actually buy the house? That'd be just a waste of time, right? So, I mean, you would network with that person and say, hey, when you're ready to get a house, think of me, right? So that's what you want. You want people to think of you. You want to brand yourself to your market or niche,
yeah.
and in such a way that when people think about that industry or that, it does take patience, or that market, they think of you, right? They think of you. So it is about, it's about, like I said, it's about networking. It's about branding yourself. It's about providing value all the time. Let people know that you know what you're talking about, right? Offer people free advice all the time. Why not? I have never been supported by my family in my life. Why would they? My business, I work from home, unapologetic. Yes,
That's so
yes,
true,
absolutely, Diane, absolutely.
Good.
Hello, Christina. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, guys. So, that's what we're talking about tonight. So, guys.
Give value in the front end.
Yeah,
Stop
how do you
your business? Stop,
right.
Putting, every post, oh my God, I got this deal. Oh my God, I got that deal. Oh my God, these products. Oh my God, this. No, give value. You share the business on the back end.
Well, I admire the people that are out there taking action, though. Don't get me wrong. The people that, drop me messages in my inbox, offer me stuff, without really properly even establishing rapport.
You admire that? I want them.
No, I admire that. You know why? Because they're taking action, And, ignorance is bliss sometimes, right? Ignorance is bliss. So if they don't know any better,
I give them a tip if I feel like they
yeah, absolutely. I try to help them out, man.
Most people think that they got it down packed by spamming people.
Yeah,
and that's when they get blocked.
Well, that's because they've been getting some smoke
Brainwashed.
going. You were there.
I was brainwashed.
You're there so hard.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So you got to remember where you started and how far you've come. How far you've come. I know you've come a long way, but you were there for a minute. I mean, you were there. You were hardcore there, straight up. No one could tell you nothing.
That's enough.
But what I'm saying is that some people could relate to that. Some people could relate to that because, like I said, if they don't have,
about that today.
If they don't have, it's the shiny object syndrome.
Yeah, shiny object syndrome. I was talking about that today with Brandon. He was like, I hate when people post the pictures with the money and stuff. Like, I don't like that either.
It attracts the wrong crowd. It attracts the people that think that they're going to invest and automatically just make a bunch of cash.
It attracts good people.
Okay? No, it was poor mindsets, babe.
Poor mindsets.
It's poor mindsets. Like I said, we were all there once, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not going to judge. I'm going to stay humble. But
I'm not judging.
I'm just saying.
The wrong people.
Right.
You want to attract people that are in your path, that are going to help you grow. Not people that you're going to drag along with you to try to bring them. No, you want to attract people that you can grow with them and climb the ladder, the financial ladder.
It attracts poor mindsets for a simple fact that you're attracting people to something that they want so bad and never really could get it. You see what I'm saying? So that's when they think it's a get rich tomorrow. Well, that's what I'm saying. So when I mean, don't let me get all into this, man. I'm gonna get all into this and just start, absolutely, because it's a lot in marketing. There's a lot of mind manipulation, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of marketing, right? Walmart does a really good job of that. Like Walmart, listen, and a lot of big companies do that. They take advantage of people's ignorance, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even going to go there right now. That's a whole nother live. Believe me when I'm telling you.
Walmart's going to tell Mark to block you, too.
Whatever, man. Listen, I'm glad Amazon took over. And those are the people that don't help when they sign
someone.
No, they can't. But you know what? I would say that comes with low ticket items, guys.
That too.
That comes with low commissions and low ticket items because, if someone's joining a business for, $40 or for $1 or for free, how serious are they about a business?
Or even $100. I don't even think
how serious can they be? And then when the commission payout is only like $60, $80, you know what I'm saying? Like 3%. You have to, in order for you to make a living, you have to constantly recruit people, right?
24/7,
so, they're like 24/7 trying to bring people in. Oh my God, bringing people in that they can't even focus on the people they brought in. And then they're like, well, I don't get paid enough to do that. You see what I'm saying? So, it all comes to that. So that's why I kind of try to avoid like those lower ticket items and opportunities where it's so low to come in because the scale of people that come in, the people that, they're not willing to invest in. Listen, if you're not willing to invest into yourself or into your business, when it's your business, then, I mean, that just says a lot right off the bat. That means that you're not ready for that life. You're not ready to be the entrepreneur that you may think that you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So
what we notice is with the higher ticket items, people, most of the time, people pay more attention. People focus more on really coaching and.
It's a bigger commitment.
It's a bigger commitment.
Yeah.
If you're making $1,000 per referral, I mean, you are going to coach those people.
It's a bigger commitment. Plus, it says something about the person that's coming in, saying that they're willing to invest into themselves. Right? They have some sort of budget set aside for their business, and they're serious about, getting started on a real business and, for the long run. So what I've noticed about the small ticket items, that it's short runs, 90 days, they're done, and that's why you have to qualify people. You just can't, don't be fooled. I know a lot of these companies in their training, they're like, yeah, anybody could do this. Nope. No, they can't.
Nope.
No, they can't. That's a lie. That's a big fat lie. Not everybody. Not everybody's qualified to do the job. Not everybody's qualified to be their own boss. I have to say, I like to build a little rapport.
But I also like to be honest and upfront.
It should be like that.
Table, and if they aren't interested, we can go back to being homies.
Right.
Was I too blunt today? I'm coachable.
No, absolutely not, Miss Jordan. I think you're awesome, and I think that you're going to do very good in this industry. Once you, it takes some time. It takes some time. You're going to learn. You're going to learn the marketplace very fast. And the way you learn is by people dropping you messages all the time. And you start seeing that, and then the way you start feeling, then you're like, man, do I make people feel that way? You see what I'm saying? Then you start, kind of checking yourself, right? And you're like, is this the right approach? Or, like I said, ignorance is bliss. If you don't have a lot of experience in the industry, and, a lot of people come from, like, just working traditional jobs, or maybe they're in college and they want to make some side income, and someone approached them and said, oh, listen, I have a great way that you can make money. You can make full-time money working part-time hours, right? you know, and then you would listen, and they're like, oh, all you got to do is just buy this, and everybody wants it, and da-da-da, and, you know, you get sold, right? You know, and then you may think that's the way, but, you know, maybe, you don't, you know, you're just lacking some skills of the marketplace. But, you know, I'm telling you right now, you know, over time, it comes to you, you know, and you start learning, especially if you get around, you get around the right circle, that everybody's really doing it. Because I'll tell you what, right now, man, the home-based business, listen, man, 97% of people in this industry are failing.
Dean said I can't
97%.
wait to get in with you guys.
Awesome, Dean. Can't wait either, man. You know, 97% guys are either struggling or currently failing, you know.
That's
And the
a big
reason
number.
people that fail is because they give up, right? They give up. What happens is that, you know, they get misled a lot of the times. They get misled, or someone comes along and paints this picture for them that's false, you know, and then they get discouraged. Yeah, they get discouraged, you know. Actually, in one of the companies that we used to promote, they would really get up on conference, on stage, and really tell you, fake it till you make it. And I don't think that's right. I think you should faith it till you make it, but not fake it till you make it, you know. That goes along with the shiny object syndrome, you know what I'm saying? And like people renting the Lambos and the Ferraris and the yachts and doing all the videos and doing the funnels and, you know, just to recruit massive amounts of people, right? That's why they do that. But who are you attracting? You're attracting people with a poor mentality.
And then once they come in like that, they think that it's going to be like that for them too. And then, you know, like you said, 60 days later, 90 days later, that's when they quit, because they're like, man, this wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Then what happens is that they bad talk the entire industry.
Yeah.
They say the entire industry is a scam.
Yep.
I tried those things.
That
doesn't work for nobody. No, that's not true. It's just
pyramid scheme.
You've been misled, and you know you got hooked up with the wrong people, and you don't have the proper skills.
Yes.
You know, so that goes with that. You know, I mean, because in any type of business, in any industry, you know, I guarantee you, if we Google it, you're going to find some bad reviews. You know, I don't care what it is. You know, I don't care what it is. You know, so Aldo, what's going on? You know, so I mean, that's the truth for any industry, any market, anything, whether it's offline as well. You know, people get bad names. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's the same thing. So, and even in the offline world, it's the same failure rate for businesses. You know, most businesses fail, like when the first 6 and 9 months. You know, so I mean. You know, I mean, we're out today doing some market research locally, and all you see is empty strip malls. That's all you see, man. It's just empty space, empty space, empty space. And you can see there was a business there before, but they're gone. You know, so I mean, there's a huge failure rate offline as well. You know, so I mean, it's the same thing. You know, both in online, offline, it's the same thing. You have to know the skills.
Hi, Talia.
You have to know the skills. You got to have some sort of skills
that
and, you know, to know what's going on. Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot of your money. And then that's usually when you go out of business, when you run out of money. And, you know, we know that 9 out of 10 entrepreneurs get into business undercapitalized. You know, it's the small things that nickel and dime you to death, you know. You know, I spent on one of my brick and mortar stores that I remodeled, on just hardware, on just like hardware alone, like screws and all kinds of shit. I spent hundreds of dollars just on little screws that nobody even sees because they're underneath the floor. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's all the stuff that you don't anticipate that nickel and dimes you to death. You know, and once your capital's gone, now you're running with no capital, and if you don't have cash flow, it's only a matter of time, man. No cash flow, you know, your days are counted. Your days are counted. And that's any business. That's for online as well. You know, you got to have some sort of cash flow coming in. So that's why it's so important to have multiple streams of income, guys. Multiple streams. Multiple streams, man. You know, so yeah. So first thing you got to do is build your fundamentals, guys. You know, this is what I learned the hard way. I'm going to save you a lot of money and a lot of time. I'm telling you right now, right? You know, team up with someone that has been doing it and is currently doing it, and right now, and has the skills and has figured it out already, right? Because if you team up with, listen, even the NBA players, they don't want to play with the weak teams. They don't want to play with the teams that haven't won a game like in 10 years. No, they want to go to a winning team, right? They want to be around winners. So it's the same thing in business, right? It's the same thing in business, man. You want to, you're going to want to learn from people that are currently being successful, not like 10 years ago, like today, right now, out there, right now, grinding, making it happen. And that's who you want to mimic, right? The successful people that are doing it right now in your industry, whatever your industry is, right? If you're a real estate agent, let's just say, let's speak about real estate agents. Emily pops on.
Emily just popped up.
If you're a real estate agent, right? So all my real estate agent friends out there, right, like Emily, right? And probably Emily could agree with this. And let's say you just get in the real estate market. Let's just say you're in a real estate market and you're struggling and you're only closing 2 to 3 deals a year. Let's just say. And now you're thinking about, is this real estate thing for me, right? Would you, if you had the opportunity to work or to learn some strategies that are being used by someone in the field that is a top earner, would you go and do that? Or would you say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to continue to try to figure it out on my own, even though I've been struggling and not making that much money, By the way, guys, real estate agents, the average real estate agent in America only makes $32,000 a year. So don't be fooled. You know what I mean? There's only a small percentage of real estate agents, and that's in any industry. It's the same thing. Now, I'm just not picking on the real estate agents. It's like that in a lot of markets. Listen, I was surprised when I learned that the average real estate agent only closes 2 to 5 deals a year. 2 to 5 deals a year. The average real estate agent closes, But, people assume, oh, man, they sell real estate. They got money. Well, no, there is money in real estate, just like there's money online, but not everybody makes it, So, get with the people that are actually currently doing it, and are actually out there grinding it. And when you see them, that they're being successful, then those are people you need to approach. Those are people you need to get with, right? So you can figure out what they're doing and how you could do it as well and implement it in your business so you can have success as well, right? So, it's the same thing, right? If you're a runner or if you're a bodybuilder or if you're a boxer, right? And, are you going to go want to learn the skills and follow the strategies of an undefeated champion like a Mayweather or like, like one of the guys that's up there right now, like a Triple G or a Canelo? Or are you going to want to go learn from the guy that, is a pro, but doesn't have that many wins and has a lot of losses on his record? And, obviously his skills aren't getting him there, So, right, and that's why you watch this live. Awesome. Listen, man, I love, anything I know I like to share. Obviously I can't share.
It's all about business.
I can't give the whole vault away for free. At some point, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you want some one-on-one coaching, or you want to mastermind something, and if I feel very strong, if I feel very, very strong that we can help you, I'm going to say, listen, this is what we could do. And if I feel like I cannot, what the person needs, what you need as an individual, I may not possess, I guarantee I know somebody in my network that can help you. I guarantee it. And that's what it's all about, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's about building relationships, connecting with the right people, building your network. Your network is your net worth. And, taking action and learning every day and just implementing stuff, too. We were talking about that today, remember? Mm-hmm. A lot of people get stuck on the learning phase where they just learn. They could quote any book, any statistic. They know it.
A professional learner.
But they cannot take action to save their life. You know what I'm saying? They cannot take action so they don't get any results, but they sound like they know what they're doing, right? But they're not taking action. They're not implementing anything, so therefore they're not making the income they want to make. And it's simply because their self-talk is holding them back from doing it.
Paralysis by analysis.
Whoa, I love it, Emily.
I like that one.
I love Emily. Shout out to Emily. Listen, guys, as a matter of fact, we have a webinar, a free webinar for any real estate agents out there, guys. Emily Chen right now, our friend Emily, has implemented some marketing strategies, right, into her real estate business that has helped her produce a total commissions, paid out commissions of $61,000 in the last few months, guys. That's very impressive. And this was someone that was struggling with our topic today, how to contact and approach prospects. Now, after learning, our marketing strategies and our 7-figure formula, right, that we've learned as well. As a matter of fact, Yhennifer dropped the link on this right here. Guys, if you guys know anyone that's a real estate agent, all right, we have this webinar, free webinar coming up. Hey, what's going on, Charlene?
That webinar is for real estate people next week.
Absolutely. How to 10X their real estate, man. I'm telling you guys, if you guys know anybody on here that knows a real estate agent, tag them on that, send the link to them. It's free, and it's loaded with tons of value that they're going to be able to implement into their business and start getting some results right away. And Emily's going to be on there sharing what she's done and how she's done it, Charlene, what's going on? My sister from another mister. Charlene's coming from Australia. I think it's daytime over there, right?
Yeah.
It's during the day.
I think it's daytime.
I think it's good morning for Charlene, maybe, right? Yeah, guys, so
back to the topic.
Back to the topic. I know I get off all the time. Listen, back to the topic. How do you approach and contact prospects for your business? I would love to know. Drop your comments below. And, like I said, we've already talked about a few things here. Establishing rapport is so important. It's okay if you didn't know any better, but if you're listening to this right now, establish some sort of rapport, before you try to, throw your product or service out there to someone, because often that leads to rejection, guys. And rejection in any business is probably one of the worst things that could happen to someone, because that breaks down your confidence, right? And then you start feeling bad about yourself, and then you start questioning yourself more than usual, because remember, 80% of our thoughts every day are negative as it is, just being a human. So if, you're getting rejection in your business, now you got like more self-talk. You're like, oh my God, I'm a loser. I'm never going to make a sale. Like, did I do the wrong mistake here? What did I do? So remember, guys, you want to establish some sort of rapport first and see if there's a need. If there's a need, does this person, can I align this person with what I have? Is there a need for that? This person have a need for my product or service?
If you don't have something for that person, then you need to multiple streams of income.
Right.
You need to, because not everything is going to be catered to everyone.
You're right. And don't tarnish that relationship, right? You know what I'm saying? Because remember, you build rapport with someone and you spend some time.
6 p.m. where Charlene is at is 1 p.m. I love the internet.
Yes, I love it, guys. And right here is 11 p.m. Eastern time in Orlando, baby. And we love this online world.
Sorry, I cut you off. Don't tarnish the relationship.
Yeah, don't tarnish the relationship, because that's part of your network. Remember that. That's part of your network, And remember, listen, here's another fun fact, okay? Every 3 to 6 months, people go through a transition in their life. Things change, right? 6 months ago, you were married. 6 months later, you're starting to go through a divorce, right? 6 months ago, you were single and at the club. 6 months later, you're sitting home with a belly, right? You're pregnant. No, but it's true, though. 6 months ago, you had your dream job. 6 months later, you got laid off. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens, guys. So there's always something going on. So just because someone right now may not be interested in what you have to offer, maybe, or maybe you feel like, man, right now it's not a good fit, salvage the relationship. Don't tarnish it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just leave it alone, right? And 3 months from now, 6 months from now, you might talk to the same person, or that person might come to you and be like, hey, man, aren't you the guy that's always talking about of online businesses, right? Aren't you that guy, that have been talking? I remember seeing you on my Facebook 3 months ago. You still doing that stuff? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I still am. Why? What happened? And then they're going to start telling you, oh, man, guess what happened? 6 months ago, I was at a club and I met this really hot guy. No, let me stop. You know, and I went home with it. Now I got a belly. No, let me stop. I'm just making, because Dean's like 6 months, LOL. But it's true, guys. Things happen, right?
Between 3 to 6 months,
you know,
people go through life change
every time.
Transitions.
Yes. Emily says yes. Fill up the pipeline. Yes. It's all about building that pipeline of prospects, you know. And listen, people are getting paid today from work that they did 3 months ago. Remember that.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, and I know there's people that I'm working with today that I met a year and a half ago, a year ago. And it's just, you know, we kept in contact, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, when they're ready, maybe, you know, 12 months ago, they didn't, you know, align with what we're doing. And then 12 months later, they're like reaching out, say, hey, I'm ready for a change. I'm ready to try something new. You know, what do you have? And that's just how it is, man. It's the truth, right? You know, a year ago, well, wait, 18 months ago, right, Yhennifer? Yeah. What? You just agreeing you don't know what I'm talking about?
I do know. A year and a half ago, you was in another state.
Oh!
You see, I read your mind.
Oh, yup.
Babe, we're like right here. Stop.
Right. 18 months later.
Jose's living in Florida.
And we're making money online. And we're making money online.
A whole bunch of stuff happened.
Things change very quickly, you know. Things change, guys. So, remember, man, this is a crazy world. We live in a fast-paced world, and things happen very.
Wait. I can say like
what happened?
A year and a half ago, I was single, and a year and a half later, I'm pretty much married with 6 kids.
Yo, how'd that happen? Welcome to the Brady Bunch. You see what I'm saying?
Guys, so we're not like just, you know, some special people. It happens to almost everyone. Every 3 to 6 months, something happens. Transition happens.
Right. 18 months ago, my normal weekends were hanging out at a sports bar and with the guys and playing poker and stuff like that. 18 months later, my Saturday night consists of playing Monopoly with 5 children. All right? You know? So, no, guys, seriously though, man, listen, you know, we love to network, you know that, and we love to bring value. And, you know, we just wanted to touch on this topic, you know, because we see a lot of people out there are currently struggling with this issue. And it's 97% of our marketplace, man, is struggling with, you know, how do they approach, how do they contact prospects, right? You know, guys, we're here to help. As a matter of fact, stay on the lookout. We have a special webinar coming up very soon on how to build instant rapport with people and how to properly contact people on this matter. We're going to make a whole webinar on it, and we're going to share a lot of value, and we're going to be sharing a lot of statistics and a lot of strategies that you can start implementing into your business that day to start changing everything up. So
that's me.
That's you.
I
Okay.
put a link there, guys. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about what we do, you know, we do a couple things. We got a lot in our plate, and that little link right there, you know, will share a little bit about what we do and how you can connect with us off of Facebook.
Yeah, guys. Most of all, what I enjoy is being a professional friend. I'm a professional friend, guys. I'm telling you right now.
Hi, it's
you guys.
Jose, your virtual. What is it? Your virtual favorite couple.
Yeah, guys. You know, I often use that phrase, and people be like, "What is a professional friend?" Like, listen, man. If you ever wanted a friend that you could really count on and really is going to be like not biased and really tell you how it is and give you really good advice and always be there for you and steer you in the right direction, that's me. I'm a professional friend. I'm a professional friend. I won't let you down, man. I'm telling you. So, all right, guys. Yhennifer, what do you say? We're going to wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right, guys. It is past Yhennifer's bedtime. I got to go tuck her in.
Yes.
So, you know... I gotta go tuck her in.
18 months ago, you wasn't doing that.
18 months ago, I didn't have to tuck an adult into bed. You know, I had no one to tuck in but myself. 18 months later, I'm tucking an adult in. All right? Besides 5 kids. Guys, get with me. All right? Guys, I love you guys. You know, thank you. Appreciate the love. I love you guys hopping on. We'll talk to you guys soon. We'll talk to you tomorrow. And remember, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So definitely get out there and connect.
Good night, Dean.
Dean, have a great night. We'll see you soon, my brother.
Peace.
And everybody have a good night. God bless.